Welcome to Fast Pitch Hitting Video 3, the long punch drill and fire. The long punch drill is critical for learning and maintaining the swing I teach. This is where we add the hands and arms into the motions learned via the hip turn drill. Before I start describing the drill, I want to mention a method of gripping the bat that can provide significantly better results for your players. I call it the handshake grip because it looks like each hand of the player is shaking hands with the bat handle. Put your left hand, for righties, about a finger width from the knob of the bat, angled across the palm as shown here. This is called your bottom hand. It feels like you are shaking hands with the bat. Set your top hand snug against your bottom hand, angled like the bottom hand. Lift your bat to your shoulder. Press your wrists down to almost line up your knuckles. The door-knocking knuckles of your top hand should line up halfway between the door-knocking and topmost knuckles of your bottom hand. Keep your hands closed on your bat, fingers and palms closed, until you have swung, or your hands might slip back into their old grip. The long punch drill starts with a full hip turn drill while holding your bat. Keep your front heel up and knee and foot closed until your hip turn forces them to open up. At that point, your front foot will automatically turn about 45 degrees toward the front. Your shoulders should feel like they are being pulled around by the turn of your hips. Let your elbows and bat come around with your shoulders, keeping your elbows connected with your back hip. Keep your elbows bent. Move mechanically with relaxed shoulders and arms. Connected means your shoulders, elbows, and hips turn at exactly the same speed, feeling like they are locked together, beginning after your hips get a slight head start with the lift of the back heel. Stay level with your whole body throughout the long punch drill. If you have a net or fence to look through, you can see if your eyes bounce due to not staying level. Focus on something in the distance, such as a sign, through the net. Do a long punch or simply a hip turn drill and see if the sign seems to move up or down. If it does, you might be collapsing your back knee a bit. Just keep it firm and steady as you turn. Your back elbow dominates fire by pushing forward while staying relaxed. Hold it down so it doesn't come up at all during setup or load, step, lift, and fire. As your elbows move forward the first inch, be sure your back elbow remains behind the hands, pushing them forward. After that first inch, the back elbow should be held away from the stomach as it comes forward. That is, as viewed from the front, it should be almost straight down and not angled in toward the stomach. Imagine a ball coming down the middle of the plate at waist level. Move your hands straight ahead. We call it straight to the pitcher. and slightly downward until the bat reaches the point of contact with the ball. But keep your hands above where you expect the ball to be at contact. Your bat should start to turn down only after your elbows have started to slide forward. Focus on your elbows rather than your hands as the bat starts to turn down. Keep your elbows bent. The front shoulder will start to come up, but do not let it pull the front elbow straight. Keep your front elbow down until your elbows have slid forward an inch. The instant your bat hits the ball is called the contact point, or simply contact. Stop your bat at the contact point, which is at your front toe for a pitch down the middle. Both elbows should be bent at contact and the back of your right hand, for righties, is facing the ground. Be sure your left hand, for righties, is pressing toward the pitcher just as hard as the right hand, rather than starting to pull away from the pitcher. When familiar with movements, gradually add speed and intensity, but continue to say load, step, lift, fire as you execute the drill. Load, step, lift, fire. In my teaching and practicing video, I will provide some recommendations to help you introduce the handshake grip and the long punch drill to your team. You can go back to my Fastpitch coaching channel to select that video, or let YouTube take you directly to Fastpitch hitting video 4, the step, timing, and finishing the swing.